To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
G'day guys, Disney Dave from Down Under back here again with another little memorabilia review. Today we are divulging into the Disney Parks side of the channel. This is the first Disney Parks themed video that I have done so far, so I'm very excited to get into it. We're talking about Disneyland today, for those in Australia who often get confused with Disneyland and Walt Disney World. Disneyland's the very first theme park that Walt Disney opened. This theme park is in Anaheim, California. Walt Disney World was opened after his death. He was involved in the planning of the park, but unfortunately died before the park could get a chance to open up. That one's in Orlando in Florida. So today we're talking about the park in Anaheim, California. Of course, they've been celebrating their 60th anniversary Diamond celebration since May last year, about the 22nd of May last year, I believe, and it's ongoing until September 5th this year, 2016. So the celebrations are ongoing and ongoing and ongoing for months and months and months. I was lucky enough to get to the park last year in November, I think it was there, October, November. It was there for Christmas. My favourite time to be at Disneyland is over Christmas. This is my third visit to Disneyland. I've probably spent about, I think I figured it out to be about 14 or 15 days in total in the park at Disneyland over 3 trips. I spent 5 days there over this trip with my girlfriend. It was the best time I've had at Disneyland because not only was it Christmas, I just absolutely love Christmas, and I'm a sucker for the whole season and for the decorations and just Christmas. Who doesn't love joy and happiness? And of course, I love Disneyland when it's decked out. The Christmas, the big Christmas tree goes up at the end of Main Street, and then of course the castle is decorated with snow. And this time, of course, I was celebrating the 60th anniversary on top of that, so there were diamonds absolutely everywhere, all down the street and up the castle, and it was just the most absolutely wonderful time to be at Disneyland. It was just the best of all worlds. It was absolutely fantastic. And now for the 60th anniversary, they have been doing all kinds of stuff around the park to celebrate with new shows and new parades and just all these new sort of little things to celebrate the 60th year of Disneyland. And they've got a lot of memorabilia that they've been rolling out as well, a lot of merchandise, 60th anniversary merchandise to celebrate the 60th anniversary. I got my hands on a few little pieces, and I think I'm going to show you one piece today, and in future videos I'll sort of show bits and pieces of other stuff that I picked up at the park at my time there. Today though, we are taking a look at something that I think is just really special, a really nice piece of Disneyana, a beautiful memorabilia here. It is the pressed coin collection, Disneyland Resort 60th Anniversary Diamond Celebration Edition. It's something that is really, really dorky, but it's awesome. A little secret, I have loved coins since I was young. Don't know why. I'm not a huge coin collector. I wouldn't consider myself a coin collector. I've never really been a coin collector, but the Australian government often issues our coins with like different pictures on them, or you know, like a $2 coin, but instead of the normal picture on there, it's got like a Anzac Day memorial thing on it. And I've always sort of collected the different coins that have been issued by the government. I have like a little tin at home. Every time they issue a new one, I'll pop it in. So when I heard about this before I went to the park online. When I heard about this, I knew it was something that I just had to do. The press coin thing has been going on for Disneyland for I don't know how long, but for years and years and years. I've never actually really dabbled into it. The past couple of times I've been, maybe I've picked up 1 or 2 of these pressed coins just just as little souvenirs and just to check out them. If you're unfamiliar with these pressed coin things, there are machines all over the parks. There's 2 theme parks, there's Disneyland and Disney's California Adventure, and they're all throughout the downtown area, which is sort of like a music and entertainment and food sort of hub, and I think in the hotel foyers as well, there are these machines. Basically, you go in there, you put in a couple of coins, and it spits out, it squashes them down and presses a picture onto them, so it presses the coin. Now I'm not going to open it up because I'll take it over there in a minute and get you a proper look at this. The coins that you use in these are usually pennies, but they take, I've written this down because it's hard for me to remember off the top of my head. We'll get into this again later, but each penny, pressed penny, you use 2 pennies and a nickel, so it costs 15 cents. And there are some that take quarters. It's a pressed quarter one. It takes 4 quarters, so it costs you $1. So I think all up, this entire collection, there are 39 pressed coins to collect all around the park. And in total, they cost about, what did I work it out to be? $8.95 US for this entire collection of 39 coins, and in Australian dollars that works out to be about $12 or $13. So it's a really inexpensive sort of thing to do, and it's really fun both for big kids and little kids just to wander around the park and find all these coins. Of course, you can pick up the books as well to put the coins in, and they were, I can't remember exactly how much it was, but I'm pretty sure it was only like $9.95 or something US, which is again like 12 or like $12 or something like that in the Australian currency. So in the end, you're spending a little under $30 and you get this awesome souvenir of your time. And it's just one of those things. It's a really simple, small, beautiful kind of thing. It's fun to do. It's a little collection thing. It's a fun thing to do at the parks, especially if you're there. Over the time that I was there, I was dragging Alicia around absolutely everywhere, trying to find these coins and put together a book. We put aside like an hour each day that we were there to go and get some of the coins, because if you're there at Disneyland for 5 whole days, you know, from open to close, 8 AM till 12 AM or whatever it was when we were there, you sort of got to put aside a little bit of time to just wind down, relax, and this is the best kind of way to do that, is just go and collect these little memorabilia kind of things. Like I said, there's lots of 60th anniversary memorabilia at the parks at the moment. I picked up bits and pieces, and I'll show you them in future reviews. The 60th anniversary celebration runs right through until the 5th of September this year, I believe. I'll double check that. September 5th this year, 2016, so I believe these coins will probably be available right through this time, and perhaps even a little bit after. I'm not too sure when they're going to get rid of these coins, but it's one of those things where they're obviously very limited for they'll be around for the entire celebration, and then you won't be able to get them ever again. You will of course be able to get pressed coins in the park. As I said, they've done them forever. It's usually just like little pictures, Disney characters and stuff that you can collect throughout the park, but these are special coins that celebrate the 60 years of Disneyland, and again we'll get into that pretty much now when we head over to this table and take a quick look. But as I said, you'll be able to get these until at least the end of the celebration, and it's just a really awesome piece of memorabilia and a wonderful, just reminds you of the memories of being there at Disneyland, wandering around the park, trying to find all these coins. So let's go over to the bench, and we're just going to take a very brief look at the pressed coins that you can collect throughout the park, and give you a little bit more information while we're there. So come with me. Alright, so let's take a close look at this. Of course, once again, it is the pressed coin collection, the Disneyland Resort 60th Anniversary Diamond Celebration Edition. Now, the point of these coins, as I said, is to celebrate the 60 years that Disneyland has been around, and it not only celebrates all the characters that Disneyland encompasses, but also celebrates the lands that are around Disneyland, which are of course Adventureland, Frontierland, Fantasyland and Tomorrowland. You look at the cover and you can see they are trying to represent pretty much most of their most of their brands. You have the main Disney brand, you have Pixar, Star Wars. The only thing that's really missing from this is anything from Marvel, but there's not really a huge Marvel integration in Disneyland at the moment, so I see why they've left that off there. So that's the front, and we'll take a look at the back. Again, Pixar, Disney characters. You open it up and it's basically just the front and the back once again. And we can put this here, and again it's just the same print really. You can buy this album, this booklet, at any of the shops that have the pressed coin machines in them. They usually just sitting on top of the machine, and you can pick one up and go to the checkout and buy it for your pressed coins. What I should also mention is, I'll just place this here just for one moment, is that if you do go into one of the stores and you don't really want to, you want to make sure that you're going to get all the coins to this collection. Well, you go up to one of the cast members at the register and you ask them for the press coin location guide, and they'll give you one of these guys. And this is absolutely awesome. It helps you find all of the press coins in the park. Not only those from the 60th anniversary collection, but all of the coins that you can get in the park. So it gives you a little checklist as well. So if you want to do the checklist, I obviously didn't do it. I'm OCD, so I want to keep it in pristine condition. And yeah, so the ones that are 60th anniversary ones have got the little diamond next to them. So we use this to make sure that we went right throughout the park, went to all the machines and got all of the coins. So just ask a cast member working at one of the registers in one of the stores, and they'll give you one of these press coin location guides, and it's an absolute lifesaver. One little suggestion that I can make is to carry a bag of pennies with you. I was lucky to know about this collection before I actually went to the park. So throughout my US trip, I was able to take all the pennies that I'd gotten as change from restaurants or wherever and put them in a bag. And I was able to carry this little bag of pennies around with me when I was collecting these coins in the park. If you don't have pennies, or if you run out of pennies, there's another solution. You can go up to one of the cast members in the park again, behind any register, and ask for a roll of pennies. All you got to do is just give them the same currency back that they're giving you in pennies, whether that be cash or whether it be by card. But they understand that collecting these pressed coins is a big part of the park going experience, so they're happy to help you out in any way they can. Alright, so getting that out of the way, let's get back to this book. We're going to open it up now and have a look at these coins that I have been rambling about. It's a bit stiff, so I don't know how well it's going to stay open. I'm going to have to hold it like this. I'm going to have to zoom out a little bit too, I think. There we go. So this is the entire set. Now, the thing I noticed when I first opened it up was that there's a lot of blank spots. So these nine press pennies here are not actually part of the anniversary collection. They're just generic ones that were available at the park that I thought I'll pick them up because I have space to fill in, so why not? Also, I have doubled up on a couple of them because each coin not only has the picture on the front, but it also has a little, I'll show you, because this is one that I've doubled up on. Might have like a little picture on the front. Let's see if we can focus on this. There we go. That's one of them. Disneyland Celebration. And on the back of all of the coins is Disneyland 60. So basically I wanted to get a duplicate of this. This one's also in the book, it's right there. Well, it's a bit blurry. I wanted to get a duplicate of this just so that I could showcase this design in the book as well. And the same with the quarters. The quarters have got, so that's the Fantasyland quarter. And on the back is it's the same design, but obviously a larger format. So I wanted to preserve that and showcase that in the book as well. Some of them are bit flimsy. We'll get that back. So basically the entire collection showcases the lands. This one here is just, there's a bunch of like celebratory ones. Let's get a close-up. I gotta be careful because sometimes the pennies actually fall out of the book. There we go. This top row of them, whoops, there we go. This top row of them are all sort of celebratory ones. Same with down here. They've got the characters, Mickey, Donald, Goofy, Pluto. And then you start getting the ones that celebrate the lands. Now I haven't ordered these as they were ordered in the location guide. I've sort of ordered them how I feel like it. You've got 3 separate ones which celebrate the It's a Small World attraction. Then you get on to the Adventureland ones. Each one represents a different attraction within the land. So we have on that one, I think that's the Tom Sawyer Islands. From memory, I can't really see it that well. I think it's the Tom Sawyer Island one. I could be wrong. I'm struggling to see that one actually. No, it's Jungle Cruise rather. Adventureland. Tom Sawyer Islands and Frontierland. Sorry, Adventure. That's the Jungle Cruise. You have the Tiki Room and the Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Forbidden Eye or whatever it's called. Up here you have the Frontierland ones. There's the 2 boats that run there. And there's just some random one of Goofy and Mickey as cowboys. And you've got New Orleans World ones. New Orleans Square, rather, which is part of Frontierland. The Critter County ones. So you got like Splash Mountain and a couple of Winnie the Pooh ones. Winnie the Pooh and Friends. And then we get on to Mickey's Toontown. There's only one for Mickey's Toontown. And then, of course, the Tomorrowland ones with each of the Tomorrowland attractions. And then we have ones for California Adventure over here. So if you go across to the other park, you can get ones for California Adventure too. So California Screamin', the Big Ferris Wheel, Mickey's Fun Wheel. And then, yeah, it just sort of continues on. And then these ones, as I said, these were just generic ones that you can find around the park all the time. They do one each for each land, so I decided just to pick one up for each land to showcase in this book as well, which I thought would be cool. Let's give you a very closer look. There you go. And then on the back, of course, as I said, there were let's turn these this way. You're probably struggling. These are the quarter ones, so you got to put in 4 quarters and get these. And these are all, there's one for each land. Fantasyland, then Main Street, blah blah blah. Actually, there's only 3. There's 3 for Fantasyland and 3 for Main Street USA. And then of course there's one, they do these yearly ones every year with the year on it. So I picked up one of the 2015 ones. That's actually a nickel, that one. Put in a couple of nickels, I believe. So anyway, that's just a very, very brief look at this really cool collection. It's a nice piece of memorabilia, and it's not only a nice piece of memorabilia that gives you that reminds you of your time at Disneyland for the 60th anniversary, but it's also just really fun to go around the park and collect, and it's a bit of a fun activity to do while you're there, especially if you're there, as I said, like I was, for 5 days, for practically a week. So I was able to complete the collection satisfactorily, and then of course I kept my location guide and put it in there, put it on my shelf with all my Disney books. So I'm going to head back over the couch for a very quick wrap up. Alright, so that was your very quick look at the press coin collection from the Disneyland 60th anniversary celebration. Again, they do press coins constantly, so even if you're not at Disneyland for the 60th anniversary, you'll be able to get your hands on some pressed coins. Not necessarily the 60th anniversary ones though, unfortunately. As I said, the 60th anniversary runs until September 5th this year, 2016, so you can get these pressed coins at least up until then. Whether they continue on for a little while, they might, who knows, they might be just in that layover between 60th anniversary and Christmas sort of thing. they might either keep them or they might sort of just phase them out all of a sudden. So so yeah, you can get the book. They change the coins in the book every once in a while, I believe. From memory, you could actually get the generic book at the park still. It was a little bit cheaper than this one, but if you're collecting the 60th anniversary coins while you're there, shill out the extra couple of bucks and pay for the 60th anniversary book, because it's a beautiful little keepsake and it's an awesome way to keep all your 60th anniversary coins. And it seems like a little bit of a dorky thing, but that's what Disneyland's all about. You get there and you just become a big kid, and even the little kids love it. I mean, the amount of people that actually do this is incredibly surprising, because there's just so many people who are doing it, and I had to wait in line so many times to wait for some people to get their coins. But it's all part of the fun of it, and it's absolutely awesome. So guys, that was your first look at a piece of memorabilia from Disneyland's 60th anniversary. As I said, in following videos I'll give you a little bit, I'll look at a little bit more of the stuff that I got while I was there. But for today, see, that's how I know I need to wrap up, because I'm saying the wrong words and I'm just, you know, all over the place. But for today, that is it. I'm going to wrap this video up. Again, I really need your help on this website, this YouTube channel. Again, saying the wrong words. I really do need your help. Again, I keep saying it, this channel is in its infancy. It's only, at the time I recorded this video, it's only been online for 1 day and I've got 18 subscribers, which is not bad, but I want some more. So click the subscribe button, which has appeared down the bottom of the screen, I believe, either that side or that side, not too sure, but it's appeared down there, and just give it a click and give me a subscribe and keep up to date with all my constant ramblings of Disney related stuff. Okay, so I'm going to sign out for today, and I will catch you on my next video. Thank you for joining me, guys, and I will see you later. Have a magical day.